The Rebecca Nurse Homestead is located in Danvers, Massachusetts, formerly known as Salem Village, and currently consists of 25 acres of pastures, woods, and fields. The nurse house is located near the property midpoint and is an old, red, sawbox-style house. Traditionally, only the front of the house would have been painted. However, over the years, the previous owners have painted the rest of the house and made different changes to both the inside and out. The Rebecca Nurse Homestead was originally 300 acres when it was first given as a grant to Townsend Bishop in 1636. However, in 1648, Governor John Endicott purchased and improved the land. The land was then passed through families and various different owners until finally, in 1678, it belonged to James Allen. James Allen then began renting the property to Francis Nurse, who eventually was able to buy the property outright in 20 years. Francis lived there with his wife Rebecca and their 8 children for many joyful and prosperous years until the witch hysteria hit the local area. For many years, Rebecca Nurse and her family lived the standard colonial Puritan life. The nurse house is still decorated the way it would have been if Rebecca and her family were still living there now. When you first walk in from the garden out back, you walk into what would have been the kitchen. There is a section for drying and storing herbs, for sitting down and eating, and also a large fireplace where the women would have spent most of their time preparing the food. Next, you walk into a bedroom and living room combined. It also has a fireplace, but it also contains a bed and a place to sit. When you go up the rather steep stairs, you enter what would have been the master bedroom. This bedroom contains a bed, a bassinet, a large fireplace, and a section for sewing. One of the interesting pieces is a bed warmer. Once, while it was still in the fire, it was struck by lightning through the chimney. All the furniture and accessories in the house are appropriate to the time frame, and are items that Rebecca herself would use in her everyday life. Between February of 1692 and May of 1693, a series of hearings before local magistrates, followed by county court trials, took place to prosecute the people of Essex, Suffolk, and Middlesex counties of Massachusetts that were accused of performing witchcraft. This series of hearings became known as the Salem Witch Trials. When Betty Paris and her cousin, Abigail Williams, the daughter and niece of Reverend Samuel Harris, started having fits, no one, not even the doctors, could figure it out. The girls proclaimed that they were being tortured by witches and started naming some of the local outcasts of the town. Rebecca Nurse was accused of being a witch at the age of 71, which made her the oldest person to be accused of being a witch, although that wasn't the only thing that made her case so different from all the others. 39 of the most important members of her community signed a petition on her behalf. At the trial, the afflicted girls would break out into fits and profess that Rebecca Nurse was tormenting them. In the end, the jury found Rebecca Nurse not guilty of witchcraft. However, when the girls continued to have fits and one of the accused said, "She's one of us," the jury was sent back to find a new verdict and decided that Rebecca Nurse was guilty of witchcraft. Rebecca was sentenced to death on July 19, 1692. As a result of being guilty of witchcraft, Rebecca Nurse was not allowed a Christian burial and was buried at the gallows in Salem. Although her family went back at night, obtained her body, and properly buried her in the family ceremony